Okay, Petre TV are with House of Hugo today, a doggy supercentre that's based just outside Brighton in Shoreham. I'm joined by Leon, one of the founders. Leon, thanks for your time here. Many people may know you from a TV show that was on Watch, I think Doggy Hotel.
Yeah, the Dog Hotel.
I think this is quite a new concept to the UK. When did you first get the idea to do this? How did it come about?
We've been running the centre for 4 years now, and it's just grown with us. We've just done a £200,000 refurb.
Wow.
Because when we first opened, there's things you learn as you're going along.
Yeah.
The swimming pool was just a 5-metre pool. It's now a 10-metre pool. Get a lot of large breed dogs.
We probably need it more than most.
Yeah.
So the full concept, it's a supercentre. What does a supercentre entail then?
So it's got all your doggy needs under one roof.
Hey, I like it. Okay.
For a start. So we're all in-house, everything's in-house, and every member of staff's qualified, first aid trained, and we've got our dog behaviourist, I'm the canine hydrotherapist. It's a hotel, it's a rehabilitation centre, it's a daycare, it's a groomers, behaviour training, one-to-one training. It's absolutely everything that you would need for a dog in one place.
Brilliant. So, most of your customers, I guess, bring the dogs in for the daycare.
Yeah.
And there's a really nice play environment out there that we've been looking at earlier. How many dogs do you typically have in there?
40 to 50 a day.
Wow, okay.
And the thing is, it enables people to have a dog, to have the enjoyment of having a dog. Yeah. Because obviously people work full time and they're able to come and play. And more than anything, it's mental stimulation. Yes. So they're going happy, they sleep for days after having been here. So yeah, the owners love it as well.
So what's the biggest challenge you've got in there with 40 dogs? I mean,
none really, because every single dog has a behavioural assessment. It's not just a case of you've got all these doggy centres popping up all over the place that don't understand how a pack environment works. You can't just take a dog off the street, somebody comes in and you put it in for the daycare. They have to have a behavioural assessment because it's not suitable for all dogs.
Okay, so that way you avoid any problems, any fights?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all a nice controlled environment.
Yeah.
So customers know their dogs are happy and safe.
And I think when you say 40 to 50 dogs, people think of chaos, and it's not chaos. It's actually a really calm, controlled environment.
And we'll show that at some point in this. Leon, that's obviously the founding part of the business. I think that's how you started out. Mm-hmm. But you say you added extra parts to that. The hotel is obviously quite famous. Yeah. And luxurious rooms that
very luxurious.
Many of us would love to stay in.
Yeah, a lot of the owners, when they come to see where the dog's going to be staying, they look and they're like, we're not even staying in a hotel that nice. And the dog's getting the better treatment.
It seems a much more friendly environment and happy environment perhaps than some of the kennels that are out there. Not all kennels are that way, but certainly people that have pets and they're used to being at home, I'm sure it's a more psychologically sound principle for them to be there.
Yeah.
Is that the ethos behind it?
Having dogs ourselves, wanted to create a centre that I'd be happy to leave my dog in. Yeah. I wouldn't be happy leaving my dog at a kennel because for some dogs that's quite a stressful environment. Whereas they're playing all day, up to 11 hours a day. When they go to bed, they're so tired, they're so content, they're so mentally stimulated, they can just drift off while watching 101 Dalmatians on the flat screen TV.
That should be interesting to see them doing that. So we've got the daycare, we've got the hotel. The other area that we're sat in at the moment is the hydrotherapy area. That's obviously a big part of the business, and you mentioned earlier you invested and have refurbed the pool to make it twice the size.
Double the size, yeah.
What kind of treatments are you giving here?
So all pre and post-op conditions. I deal with dogs with spinal injuries. I specialise in spinal conditions with dogs, hip dysplasia, cruciate ligaments, elbow dysplasia, arthritis, osteoarthritis. There's so many benefits. The pool's 29 degrees. I'm in the pool with the dog. Every dog wears a life jacket, whether they need to wear one or not. That's just part of it. Because when you see a dog swimming, the spine curves. Right. With the life jackets, it's flotation underneath as well. It keeps the spine completely straight.
So they get a good posture while they're being exercised. Okay. So that's a big part of the business, and obviously that's, I guess, given the fact you've doubled the size of the pool, it must be fairly successful.
I'm swimming up to 80 dogs a week.
Blimey,
just me.
Okay. Keeps you fit as well then.
Certainly does.
Okay. And the other angle is the grooming element as well. So there's a full-time parlour here.
Yeah, full grooming parlour.
And you can get anything done that...
Anything, haircuts, washes, spruce ups.
Okay.
makeovers.
Okay. Is there a retail side to the business? Are you selling any products?
We've got an online shop, so we've got our own products.
Okay.
When we were doing the TV show, we created a signature scent, House of Hugo signature scent.
Oh, right, okay.
So we've got Pour Homme and Pour Femme. And we've also got a lovely praline bath cream.
Wow.
With no chemicals in it, so there's no bubbles.
Okay, so that's the retail element, and is that all online, or do you sell?
Yeah, everything's online. Yeah,
okay.
We used to have a shop here, but since we've done the refurb, we've used the space more efficiently, and
Sure.
with having an online shop, there's no need to have it in store.
And you can get a wider audience that way as well, rather than just the people that turn up.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, one of the main reasons we wanted to talk to you is the fact that this is available on franchise. So our audience, being in the pet trade, I'm sure would love to find out more about that. What do they get if they talk to you and take a franchise?
So we do a franchise package. House of Hugo's a household name as far as a dog supercentre is concerned, and we support them through that. We also offer to anybody that's buying a franchise, they can do just daycare, they can do just hydrotherapy. It doesn't have to be the whole centre. It's what suits them and what works for them. But the franchise also includes full training, so you would need to be a fully qualified dog behaviourist, fully qualified canine hydrotherapist.
And that's all part of the franchise fee?
All part of the
You
franchise
deliver all
fee,
of that?
yeah.
Okay. And apart from purchasing the franchise, what do potential franchisees need in terms of to be able to set up? Obviously, they need some
a lot of
building,
space, yeah. They just need to be passionate about dogs. You know, it's not about, although I'm saying about the qualifications, it's not about how many qualifications you've got, because we would help you through that process. You just need to be passionate and love dogs, really.
Okay. And in terms of taking the franchise out, what sort of cost is the franchise with all that support?
The franchise itself is under £10,000, which, for including all of your training, for a hydrotherapist to train is £2,500 to qualify. Okay. That's just for your basic qualification. You can then go on to do further qualifications.
That's a good value package.
But obviously, the setup itself depends on what kind of centre they want. It can be done for under £30,000 if it's just the daycare.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just depends what that person wants.
And I guess also the location they're in will have an impact on that, because property prices are different depending on where you are.
Yeah, I think
this is quite a vibrant area, and property prices down near Brighton aren't the lowest in the country, that's for sure.
Yeah, but surprisingly, if you look at kennels up north, or the Lake District area where I'm from, it's actually not that big of a difference in price.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that shouldn't be a barrier then to people?
No, definitely not.
Just finding the right space, the right location, and I guess when you're talking to potential franchisees, you can give them some advice on that as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, fascinating concept. Really good to meet you.
You too.
Great to see the place, and we look forward to hearing, about more House of Hugos as they crop up around the country.
Brilliant. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Leon.